It's hit deep into left, and that's out of here. Safe. It's volleyball tonight on JCTV. The Vikings are on your right, and tonight Jefferson College is facing off against Missouri State University West Plains. Jeffco comes into this one 13-17 overall on the season. The Lady Vikings are 2-1 in Region 16 play, and they are 4-0 in conference matchups. It'll be a tough one tonight for the Vikings as the Grizzlies come here 20-6 overall. So 20 wins and 6 losses so far on the year for West Plains. Lady Vikings wrapping up their season. In fact, this will be one of the final home games of the season. The Lady Vikings also will have the Halloween Classic tournament on the 26th and 27th, but after that, it's on to the postseason with the Region 16 tournament beginning in Park Hills, Missouri. And that's still to be announced, but that's right around the corner. Looks like Shay Lively will kick things off for the Vikings, and she'll have the serve. Next to Lively, it's Lindsay Hutchinson there, and we're underway. And quickly, 1-0, West Plains. And so the Grizzlies will take over the serve. So 25 points will win a set, and the best 3 out of 5 will win the match and take home the W. That's Sarah Stretch for the Grizzlies, and that's Victoria Lavrenchenka for the Vikings to get the kill and get the ball back. Lavrenchenka, the freshman from Ukraine. So all tied up at 1 here in the first. Micah Simpson will have it. She's a freshman from Scott City, Missouri. Simpson to the front. Marissa Cage, I should say, gets the kill. It's 2-1. She came in with a soft touch, and the Vikings now lead by 1. Simpson will have the serve again. And a strong kill there from Helena Perich for the Grizzlies. Hutchinson made a dive for it, but there was too much on it, so it's all tied up at 2. And Lavrenchenka will get that, the kill. 3-2 Vikings. West Plains made a stab at it, but off a few of their players and out of bounds. Marissa Cage with the serve. She's the freshman from Imperial. And there's Jessica Gray, and off the hands of Stretch. And that means another point for Jeffco. It's 4-2 after Gray gets the kill. Gray's a sophomore. There's Cage again. That'll make it 4-3. And here's Tarika Balekutu for West Plains. She has the serve. Simpson backs up, and now it will find its way to Lavrenchenka. Tried to shovel it across and couldn't. That was Victoria Bowens. Lavrenchenka got it across that time. And that will be a point for West Plains. 4-4 now. We're all tied up. Ballet Lakutu again. And the whistle that dead and a point, calling a lift on the Vikings. So West Plains now has the lead 5-4. Lavrenchenko's attempt blocked, and then Gray was there to send it over. Now Lavrenchenko gets there first for the Vikings. Bowens for Victoria Lavrenchenko again. So the Vikings keeping it alive on this possession. And blocked. That time, though, Bowens could not get it over. So it's 6-4 Grizzlies. 2-point lead for West Plains and Ballet Lakutu again. That was Lively able to keep it alive, and there she is again, but they will call a violation on Jeffco. So it's 7-4. Now a 3-point lead for the Grizzlies. And Tarika Ballet Lakutu, she's a freshman from Palo Alto, California. And she will serve it again, and that time Lavrenchenko had it. And Gray will change the possession and get the kill for the Vikings. So 7-5. West Plains does lead it, but Vikings get the possession arrow. Lavrenchenko will have the serve. And there's a kill. Uncontested. 8-5 now, West Plains. That was Candace Alexander for West Plains with the serve, and that was Micah Simpson. And a violation means a point for Jeffco. 8-6, so Vikings trail by 2. But they will get the ball back, and Victoria Bowens will have the serve. She is from Dallas, Texas, the freshman. Ballet Lakutu backed up to get it. And there's a kill from Taylor Swazer. She's a sophomore from Houston. And Swazer will now take over the serving for West Plains with a 9-6 lead. That was Lavrenchenko, and there was too much on it. So 10-6 for West Plains. Gray just gets it over, and another kill for Jessica Gray. Cage will check back in, and Gray will check out. Lindsey Hutchinson, the freshman, the libero, defensive specialist with it. They'll whistle that. And that one goes the way of the Grizzlies. 11-7. West Plains out in front by 4. Here's Victoria Williams for the Grizzlies. Freshman from Houston. So West Plains here in Missouri has quite a few players from the Texas area. And that one for the Vikings, 11-8. And it's Shea Lively. Nice dig from Lively. Quick reaction there. Simpson had that. Vikings block it, and Simpson will set it up for Lavrenchenko, who is blocked. Nice play from Sarah Stretch and Tarika Balekutu for West Plains to deny that attempt. 12-8 now, and Stretch with the serve. Cage blocked. So West Plains can play at the front of the net. They've proven that already. 13-8. Sarah Stretch for the second time. Lavrenchenko, but returned immediately by Williams. Williams again will make an attempt, but that's out. 13-9. Vikings still trail, but will get the serve back. And Micah Simpson will have it. She is the younger sister, I should say, of Brooke Simpson, who was a former Viking. Simpson was a sophomore last season and has moved on. They'll call a 4-hit violation there on Jeffco. So it's now 14-9, West Plains. And Helena Perich with the serve. And Lavrenchenko mistimed it. So 15-9, and we'll have a timeout. So would like to congratulate the Vikings soccer team as it will play for the Region 16 title on October 27th. The Vikings will play Missouri Community College Maple Woods. And if the Vikings can win that matchup, they will clinch a berth in the national tournament. The Vikings won their first playoff matchup 5-1 over St. Charles Community College. You saw that here on JCTV. So the soccer team in the postseason again and having another good season. 15-9 here between Jefferson and West Plains, and we're just about ready to get back underway after the timeout. Peric will have it again. She's a freshman from Serbia. Simpson had to back up and just could not get a good handle on it. 16-9. And Lavrenchenko was there for the Vikings. We'll have to see the call. They're going to talk it over. And they will say that one is a point for West Plains. 17-9. Grizzlies lead it. Helena Perich again. And nice block from Bowens to keep that on the other side of the net. Lively with the dig there, and then Lavrenchenko. West Plains keeps it going though, and another good dig. That was Lively again. Keeps it off the court. Now that's Cage, and Cage will come away with the kill for Jeffco. So it's 17-10. Marissa Cage will have the serve. And blocked by Lavrenchenko and Gray. So they got up at the front, denied that opportunity, 17-11. Vikings do trail it, but they hang on to the serve here. Another dig from Lively, and Lavrenchenko returned it. Can they get it over? They do. Now Simpson will leave it for Bowens. And over the head of Simpson, and looks like she did touch it. So 18-11. The Grizzlies will take it over with Ballet Lakutu. Lavrenchenko gets the kill for Jeffco. Nice spike, 18-12. Vikings behind by 6 in the first. And Lavrenchenko will have the kill, or the serve, I mean, for the Vikings. And she can't do it, can't get it over. So that means it's 19-12. And Candace Alexander will have it. And a big kill there and a strong spike from Taylor Swayzer. So West Plains now up 20-12. And Swayzer can't get it over. So Vikings with the serve now, 20-13 is the score. Vikings trail it. And here's Bowens. Bowens nearly had an ace, but it was returned by Alexander. That one should get out, and good work by Bowens to recognize that and lay off it, 20-14. Vikings behind by 6. Bowens couldn't handle the hot shot from Magda Zintek. Zintek, the sophomore from Poland. They'll have a timeout on the court. It's 21-14 in favor of West Plains. The Lady Vikings basketball team is just about ready to begin its season. The Lady Vikings will kick things off on the road on Friday, November 2nd and Saturday, November 3rd. That's the State Fair Classic in Sedalia. So they'll play Kaskaskia on the 2nd, and then they'll play Vincennes on the 3rd. First home game will be Saturday, December 1st. Kaskaskia will be here for that one at 2 o'clock. And then Mineral Area College, a big rival, will be here on Wednesday, the 5th of December. That's a 6 o'clock start. And then several more home games before the end of the year. And then many more, in fact, in 2013 in January and February. So you can find all that information on jeffco.edu/athletics. And before you know it, baseball and softball will be playing some games. They've been scrimmaging in the fall, but they'll be here before we know it. That was Andrea Dwiggins for the Vikings. Simpson off the fingertips, and Simpson gets the kill. 21-15. It will be Lindsey Hutchinson. That was a nice kill from Parrish. So she had some speed on that. Vikings couldn't do anything with it. Now it's Victoria Williams for West Plains. Dwiggins had to come forward and she just couldn't get to it. Nicely placed from Williams. 23-15. West Plains 2 away from taking the first set here. Dwiggins underhands it, it's out. So it's set point for West Plains, 24-15 for the Grizzlies. And Williams will do it again. So the Vikings need a point to stay alive in the first, and they won't get it. That was out, 25-15. West Plains wins set number 1.
There's a place I've discovered, a place that's challenging.
With 4 associate degree programs and 20 certificate programs.
A place that's accessible with 4 locations plus an online campus.
A place that's student-centered where I receive the education I deserve.
A place that's affordable, where I can save thousands of dollars.
There's a place to discover your future.
That place is here, Jefferson College.
West Plains will have the ball to begin the second. After winning the first set, 25-15. Williams there. Marissa Cage. They blocked it, but it nearly fell. And then Cage lobs that over. And there's a kill to start it off 1-0. That was Parrish. So 1-0 Grizzlies in the second. So for the Vikings, after this home match, they'll have the Halloween Classic Tournament, and then it's on to the postseason. 2-0 for West Plains. As I mentioned earlier, Region 16 tournament is in Park Hills this year, so right down the road. And head coach Ida Steiger says as long as the team shows up and executes, she likes its chances. Of course, that could be true of any team, but she's optimistic. That was Lavrenchenko. And into the net from Swayzer. That makes it 2-1. Vikings get the ball. Simpson now. Soft touch. And Lively was able to get there. Unfortunately, the Vikings had too many hits. But nice dive by Lively. And then Hutchinson as well kept it alive. But it doesn't matter because it's a point for West Plains. It's 3-1. And that's too far. Hutchinson recognized it and held off. So 3-2. Marissa Cage will serve it with a 1-point deficit. Cage, it looked like it was in from here. They're going to say it was out. Maybe it was. It was close. 4-2 for West Plains. Helena Parrish will serve. Lavrenchenko off the fingertips of 2 of the Grizzlies, so Vikings will get it right back, 4-3. Grizzlies out in front by 1. And Victoria Lavrenchenko will serve it, freshman from Ukraine. Nice play from Jessica Gray to go over and then stop that attempt. So now it's 4-4. Vikings could grab a lead. played by Parrish, and then a big kill and uncontested from Bele Lakutu. 5-4 for West Plains, and Bele Lakutu will have the serve. Bele Lakutu has a strong spike, as we've seen a couple of times. Dwiggins is blocked, and then the Vikings can't handle it after that. 6-4, 2-point lead for the Grizzlies. So a good Grizzlies team in town tonight. Their overall record, 20 wins and only 6 losses, as the Vikings will get this back. Bele Lakutu dived for it but could not get there. Bowens has it for Jeffco. And trailing 6-5, here it is. They set it over and blocked from Gray, but kept alive. Dwiggins. And Vikings return it after a nice play from Lavrenchenko to put it in the air. Blocked again by Gray. She's been active tonight at the front. Dwiggins calls for it. And finally a kill from Parrish. Or no, Alexander. That was Candace Alexander, the sophomore from Bedford, Texas. And Alexander will now take over the serve, leading 7-5. Jessica Gray with the soft touch. They will call a net violation. So 8-5, 3-point lead for West Plains. That will go out of bounds into the bench. 9-5 West Plains. Alexander again. They will leave it high in the air for Andrea Dwiggins. They'll have to get this one over, and they do it. That was Swayzer. Another block from Gray, and Dwiggins was in on that one as well. Now they'll set it up for Gray. And they will call a 2-hit violation. It might have been on Alexander, but that's a point for the Vikings. And now the serve for Lindsay Hutchinson, the freshman. It's 9-6. Here in the second, West Plains leads the match 1-0. They took the first 25-15. Big block from Cage, and they won't get there. Cage and Dwiggins were at the front. Makes it 9-7. Lindsay Hutchinson will have the serve again. And Simpson backed up and put some speed on that, but it's a point for the Vikings. 9-8, so the Vikings have cut it to a 1-point lead for the Grizzlies. That falls in pretty much perfectly for West Plains. Bowens and Lavrenchenko were in the neighborhood but just could not get to it, so it's 10-8, and Swayzer has it. Simpson a bit too far. That one is out, and that makes it 11-8. And Swayzer again. Cage tried a little misdirection. Simpson sent it over. Out of bounds. Zentek was there for West Plains and her attempt out. So 11-9, Vikings trail by 2 and have the serve with the freshman Shea Lively. Another block at the front, and they let it go, and a good play. Micah Simpson. So 11-10, Vikings behind by 1. Lively will have it again. Way too far. It's all tied up. 11-11. Lively has it again. And that one they'll give to West Plains. They say it was tipped. That was off the hand of Parrish. Victoria Williams will have the serve. She's the libero for West Plains. That's why she's wearing the different jersey, the defensive specialist. Another kill from Victoria Lavrenchenko. 12-12, all tied up. That's Simpson. Lively with the dig, and then Cage tried the soft touch, but it couldn't get over. So it's 13-12, sorry, in favor of the Grizzlies. That was Stretch. Sarah Stretch had the serve. And a big spike from Lavrenchenko, and it was off the fingertips. So it's a point for the Vikings. We're tied again, this time at 13 all. That's Cage. And Cage able to keep it going. There's Lavrenchenko. Simpson goes to the ground for the dig, and then Lavrenchenko again. A nice save there from Swayzer. Swayzer can't get to that one though. And Lavrenchenko gets the kill for Jeffco. 14-13, Vikings now with the lead. It might be the Vikings' first lead of this second set. Cage will have the serve. Kept alive by Simpson. Bowens has to come in, now Lively. And Lively went down to get it, went off the projector up there. And it is a point for West Plains, 14-14 now. Here's Helena Parrish. And Hutchinson keeps it alive. Swayzer with that one for West Plains. Now they will call a violation, a two-hit violation on Jeffco. So the lead back to the Grizzlies, 15-14. Nice job by the Grizzlies to keep that one alive. It looked like it might have been going out, but off the hands of Sarah Stretch. So it's a point for the Vikings, 15-15. all tied up midway through the second. Lavrenchenko will have the serve in a moment. Been a competitive match so far, especially in the second set. And then a big leaping kill from Taylor Swayzer. She can get some air. 16-15. West Plains back in front by 1. Here's Bale Lakutu. And she comes in to set it in the air. That's Wiggins, just out on the wrong side of the line, so 17-15, a 2-point lead. The Grizzlies lead it by 2 as we're approaching late into the second. Andrea Dwiggins with it, and they'll call a violation there on Jeffco, so even though it found the court, it goes the way of the Grizzlies. 18-15, West Plains out in front by 3 in the second. Blocked. Dwiggins will have a second chance, blocked again. Lavrenchenko. And then it's blocked this time by Jefferson with Jessica Gray and Andrea Dwiggins. 18-16, Vikings by 2. They trail by 2, I should say. So Victoria Bowens will have it as the Vikings are behind by 2. Simpson tried the hook, and it didn't work. Candace Alexander will have the serve with West Plains leading by 3, 19-16. And Gray's attempt out in the back corner. So trailing by 4, we'll have a timeout for the Vikings. 20-16, West Plains out in front. And West Plains threatening to go up 2-0 in the match. The Vikings are coming off a win in the MSU West Plains tournament, so the Vikings just got back from West Plains. And that last win was against Southeastern. Vikings swept it 25-22, 25-17, and 25-11. And the Vikings recently played this West Plains team on October 11th. And the Vikings did fall in that one, a 3-0 sweep for West Plains. And 20-16 lead for West Plains and back underway. Now it's 21-16. Alexander still serving for the Grizzlies, and Jessica Gray a bit too much on it. So it's 22-16. West Plains 3 points away from taking the second. So the Vikings need a point here. Swayzer's attempt was deflected, and the Vikings get that point. 22-17. And Jefferson will get the ball back with Lindsey Hutchinson. And blocked. Simpson and Cage. Mishandled, and then Cage is there to make sure the Vikings close that one out. 22-18, so Jeffco not done yet in the second. Make it 22-19. And Lindsey Hutchinson with it again. Dwiggins will hit that out. Too far for the Vikings, 23-19 now for West Plains, and the Grizzlies will have the serve. Cage has to hurry and gets there. And that will be a point for the Grizzlies. That one went off Simpson or Cage, one of the two. And that makes it set point for West Plains, 24-19. And Taylor Swayzer will have the serve and try to close it out for the Grizzlies. Lavrenchenko keeps it alive, and then it's Cage. And they won't get there, and that will do it for the second. 25-19. West Plains takes it, and they're up 2-0 in this match. The Lady Vikings will have it first in the third. Shea Lively. Vikings trailing the match 2-0. They fell 25-15 in the first and then 25-19 in the second. Bele Lakutu will get the first kill of the third. It's 1-0 Grizzlies. This is Sarah Stretch. She's a freshman from Summersville, Missouri. So one of the in-state players for West Plains. And then Stretch will give it up to Parich. And Helena Parich puts it near the back corner, but looked to be out. 1-1. And Shea Lively. No, Micah Simpson, sorry, will have it for the Vikings. And another one for Jeffco, a two-hit violation on West Plains. So the Lady Vikings jump on top early in the third, 2-1. And falls right in no man's land. 4 Vikings converge, but no one can get to it. 2-2. And Helena Parich will have the serve. Falls in just inside the line for West Plains, 3-2. Parich will do it again. Lively made a try at it, but just couldn't get to it. Vikings, though, get a break there and will get it right back. 3-3 now, too. It's tied after Helena Parrish could not get the serve over. Marissa Cage will have the serve for Jeffco. And deja vu, she can't get it over for the Vikings. So 4-3, and the ball goes right back to West Plains. Tarika Kutu, had it, and Vikings need to get something going with Jessica Gray, and she does. Belela Kutu couldn't handle it. Lavrenchenko will have it with a 4-4 tie in the third. Vikings trailing 2-0 in the match. And they can't get to it. A valiant effort from Zintak, but it went out. So 5-4, Vikings on top by 1, and Lavrenchenko will serve it again. And can't be handled by Jeffco. And that was Zintek for West Plains to get the kill. Now Candace Alexander with it. Set up for Jessica Gray, and it's blocked. So again, showing some stoppers at the front of the net. And the Grizzlies with Zintek and Swayzer block it. 6-5, Grizzlies on top. Out of the reach of Bowens, 7-5, Grizzlies. That's Alexander. Bowens tried some misdirection, and she didn't have enough on it. So the Vikings trail by 3, 8-5. And Gray's attempt off the palm, too far. 9-5. And with a 4-point lead, the Grizzlies will have the serve again. The misdirection worked that time from Bowens. And then mishandled by Lavrenchenko. 10-5, Grizzlies. This game will probably air before or after this event happens, but I did want to mention that Jefferson College will be honoring Brittany Borman. She's a local athlete. She was in the Olympics. You probably have heard about her. She was on the track and field team and the javelin, threw the javelin for the USA in the 2012 Olympics. As that one goes the way of Jeffco, it's 10-6. And so the college will honor Brittany and her family here on Joel and Stringer Court. And recently, Jackie Joyner-Kersey was in the JCTV studio as that one goes for West Plains. Or actually the Vikings, 10-7. So Jeffco making some noise here in the third. But anyway, Jackie Joyner-Kersey, quite possibly the best female athlete on the planet, was in the JCTV studio to talk with athletic director Doug Stotler about Brittany. Jackie was a mentor of Brittany, as well as Brittany's mom was there, as well as a couple other track athletes who are well known who have helped Brittany on her journey. So it's just pretty neat to have an Olympian right here in the county from Festus High School in the Festus area, and she'll be honored here at Jeffco. And she's still young, so we might very well see her in 2016 in Rio. So it's 11-6, Vikings do trail by 5. So that last point was a point for West Plains. The scoreboard just had to be updated. Now we're about ready after the timeout. West Plains has it. Taylor Swazer with it. Andrew Wiggins, and that gets over. The block attempt didn't quite work. So now it is 11-7. Hutchinson will have the serve in the third. And then Simpson places it right at the back where no one can get there, 11-8. Hutchinson can't get that one across. So it's now 12-8 for the Grizzlies. Victoria Williams checks back in and she'll have the serve. And that one will go into the bleachers. A kill for Magda Zintek. Oh no, that was Helena Parich. Sorry about that. Victoria Lavrenchenko made a nice try at it, but too much on it. She does get to that one. And then Hutchinson calls her off and gets it over. That one's out from Belela Kutu. So the Vikings will take over. The score is 13-9. West Plains leads it. Shea Lively with the serve. There's Parich. Vikings are able to return it. Bowens sends it the wrong way, and they'll call a violation, a two-hit violation. 14-9 in favor of the Grizzlies. So we're just about halfway through the third. And Sarah Stretch, the freshman. Micah Simpson, but that one's returned immediately now. Lavrenchenko into the back. And she gets the kill for the Vikings. It's 14-10. Micah Simpson will have it. Trailing by 4. Parich, way too far. Into the paint. And that means it's out in volleyball. So 14-11. Vikings behind by just 3 now. And that's Simpson again. And now it's just a 2-point deficit. 14-12. And a kill again for Helena Parrish. So West Plains will get it back with a 3-point lead, 15-12. Parrish will have it. She was pumped after that last kill. West Plains won the first 25-15 and wrapped up the second 25-19. Bele Lakutu tries the soft touch, but the Vikings handle it. And Cage gets that one across, but West Plains keeps it alive, and they kill it there. Candace Alexander was there for West Plains. It's 16-12, a 4-point lead for the Grizzlies. Simpson bumps it over. And that one for the Vikings, it was out. So 16-13. Marissa Cage will have the serve. Vikings trail it by 3 in the third set. And that one is too far. So 17-13. That one will be way out. Parrish made a play and it went off her hands the wrong direction. So 17-14, Vikings behind by 3 will get the ball back. Victoria Lavrenchenko will have it. The freshman is just about ready. And Simpson cannot handle that. It was a rocket from Candace Alexander. And Alexander will have the serve. Jessica Gray gets it across off the hands of Swayzer. And Zentek was also there. So the Vikings will get it back behind by 3, 18-15. Misdirection from Zentek. Now Dwiggins for the Vikings, and they will get that over. Hutchinson got her hands on it initially, and then Gray into the net. Makes it 19-15, a 4-point lead for West Plains. That's Swayzer. Lavrenchenko gets it over. And she can't get to that, and really nobody could have. It was perfectly placed by West Plains. Now a 5-point lead, 20-15 for the Grizzlies. Dwiggins waits for it and returns it. And that was Parrish. Helena Parrish puts it just inside the line. And another laser from the Grizzlies. It's now 21-15. That's going to be too far, but they will call a tip on the Vikings. So It's a point for West Plains. Hutchinson comes up. That's Lavrenchenko. And that one off of the hands, and they won't get to it. Alexander tried to make a play, but it bounced the wrong direction. So the Vikings will get that one and get the ball back to keep this one alive for the moment. It's 22-16. Here's Lindsey Hutchinson. And a strong kill there from Zintek. She put a lot on it, and the Vikings tried to block, but they couldn't handle it. So 23-16, West Plains 2 points away from winning this match. Williams with it. Simpson, and Williams couldn't handle it, but she gets a second chance and does return it. That's Wiggins. And another soft touch and nice dig from Hutchinson. And Hutchinson gets a hand on it, but too strong from West Plains. Now it's set point and match point as West Plains leads at 24-16. And again, Hutchinson can't get there, and that's it. West Plains takes it, wins it 3-0. West Plains improves to 21-6. Vikings fall to 13-18. Thanks so much for being here, everyone. We'll see you later on JCTV.